Hey everybody, sadly this is our final episode in the series of unboxing a brick of Heroclix from WizKids, the newest, world's finest set. You can see we only have two poor little boosters left in our brick to unbox today for you, but we've got some great stuff. We got a super rare Joker, we got the the Prime Night Lantern, and the super rare Monsieur Mallah. Just really some cool stuff. So let's see what we get out of boosters 9 and 10 from this brick, and just see, if it's worth picking up a brick. There's some great stuff out there in this set. Even the common Superman and Superman and Batman figures are awesome. So you can get Metal Men, you can get the mystical characters, you can get the world's finest teams, and you can also get Doom Patrol. So we see the world's finest teams, and there's a Joker Lex Luthor that I haven't seen. I have seen the world's finest team, which is Batman and Superman, which is really, really cool. And then looking at the characters from Doom Patrol, we've only seen two of those. We haven't seen either the Professor, something like that. I don't remember his name. And then the girl, the tall girl. So same thing with Metal Men. We've seen most of those characters, but we have not seen Amalgam, I believe is his name, something like that. So or Alloy, sorry. And then with the mystical characters, we've seen most of these characters. Well, I don't think we've seen Clarion or Ragman in this brick, but maybe we will in these two boosters. You never know. And then Etrigan, definitely looking forward to seeing him. I hope he's in one of these. So let's open them up and find out. Who knows? We could still get one of the God packs, which have all of the Kingdom Come characters in them, which would be really cool. But no holding my breath for that. We've got some great stuff out of this brick already. I don't get that lucky, folks. All right, so booster number 9. Booster number 9 actually has some pretty cool stuff. It looks like it's all Metal Man almost, as far as the team. It is actually all Metal Men. Very, very cool. So we've got iron, tin, copper, lead, and gold all in one booster. Really neat. So I believe we've already talked about iron, and we've already talked about lead. We'll quick run through their cards real quick, and then look at copper. We'll look at tin, and then we'll look at gold. Gold being the rare from this booster. So go ahead and pop them all out first. All right. So some good stuff. The Metal Men have some really cool abilities. I know we've talked about Doc Magnus and his ability. I really don't think we've seen any other Metal Men yet out of these boosters. So maybe this is because we have kind of a Metal Men package, with everybody in it. So let's take a look at the commons first. So the commons in this team are Tin, who is right here. We'll look a little closer look at his sculpt. His little pointy nose and stuff. Very cool. And on his, can't really see it very well, but on his chest is the symbol for tin. It's a little number 4. All right, metallic property, joining others. That's his star ability. While Tin is within 3 squares of another friendly character with a Metal Men keyword, he can use Sidestep, and when using Perplex, may modify the chosen value, accept damage by +2 instead. Very nice. He has Force Blast, he has Willpower, Energy Shield Deflection, and Perplex. And he's only a 50-point character. Very nice common. He has a range of 4 and single targeting as well. So, very cool. All right. Iron is next. And Iron, I believe we've talked about before. I'll give you a look at that sculpt. Very cool. And Iron has metallic property, Tensile Strength. When Iron is within 3 squares of another friendly character with a Metal Men keyword, he can use Sidestep and increases the damage dealt by his object attacks. So that's cool. He has Charge, Super Strength, and Toughness. Great for another 50-point character. Alright, Copper is one of the female characters of the team, and she is 25 points. Kind of cool. You can see her symbol there on her chest. Nope, on her head, sorry. Little symbol on her head. See that? Alright, so she has 2 range and single targeting, 25 points. Metallic property ductile. When copper is within 3 squares of another friendly character with a Metalman keyword, she can use sidestep, and when using shape change, increases her d6 result by 1. Very nice. She has plasticity, incapacitate, combat reflexes, and shape change on her dial for 25 points as an uncommon. Lead, one of our bruisers from the team. See that sculpt? Very cool. Alright, and he is a 50-point monster. No range, but he has high density as his metallic property. When lead is within 3 squares of another friendly character with a Metalman keyword, he can use sidestep, and when using impervious, increases his d6 result by 1. He has quake, impervious, and close combat expert on his dial. And finally, our rare of the team, that is gold. Gold has a really, really cool sculpt. I like the way that's put together. Very neat. And gold's metallic property is conductor. When gold is within 3 squares of another friendly character with a Metalman keyword, he can use sidestep. And when he uses leadership, he increases his d6 result by 1 and may remove an action token from another adjacent friendly character of a lower point value than when he succeeds. Very cool. He has running shot, energy explosion, toughness, and leadership on his dial for 50 points. Pretty cool for a rare. Alright, so that was our Metalman booster. It's a pretty neat team. And our final booster for this brick. Let's see. Hope it's a good one. Let's see what's in here. It's not a Kingdom Come, but maybe there's something. Oh, hey, there's something good in here. And we were talking about not having seen the other characters from Doom Patrol. And it looks like, with this booster, we will finish out our Doom Patrol team. So, here's our booster. You can kind of see that it's filled with all of our characters there. Elastigirl and the Chief. Sorry, the Professor. I said the Professor. That's so bad of me. The Chief and Elastigirl, Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, and Mr. Nobody. All in this booster. So, I don't think we've seen any of these guys yet. Let's start off with Elastigirl, since she's gigantic. That's very cool. So she's got a giant, of course she's a giant character, so she has a giant dial, which is important, and she is a rare. She can start out at either 100 points or 50 points. So she's got 2 different starting clicks. Let's take a look at her dial, and we'll see how things look. She has weird resurrection, just like the rest of them. Although her ability also, so not only can she do the roll 2d6 and then re-click, but if Elastigirl began the game on the blue starting line, when using weird resurrection, add 4 to your results. So the same as, was it Negative Man? Oh no, Robot Man had the same thing, where you add 6 to or add 4 to the results. So she also has protoplasmic physiology. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose the 3 different symbols, either the smash fist, or the giant, or the nuclear, the little proton thing. If you do, Elastigirl has a chosen symbol until she chooses again. So instead of having giant, she can have any one of those 3 symbols. The one is like microscopic, I guess. Her combat values, so if she chooses microscopic, modify her combat values by -1. If she chooses smash, the fist, the actual like punch, modify her combat values by +1. So, very cool. She has charge down into plasticity. She has toughness down into malleable form. Elastigirl can use combat reflexes and regeneration. And then she goes down to super senses. She has shape change, perplex, and finally finishes out with close combat expert. So, very nice dial for Elastigirl. Again, really cool sculpt. Take a look at that. All the detail there. Very neat for a super-sized character that we haven't seen a good giant character like that for a little while. It's kind of cool to see. So, alright. Also in here, Mr. Nobody, Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, and another super rare with the Chief. So we actually got 3 super rares and a prime, as well as our ID cards out of this brick. So, pretty good brick all the way around. All right, let's take a look at Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody is this flat-headed guy. I'll show you his sculpt. And not quite as big as Elastigirl there, but you can see his head is flat. Very cool. And has some interesting designs on him there. He's a 55-point character, number 006. Throw him back in. There, he has a star power. It belongs to nobody now. When placing objects during game setup, you may place your opponent's objects, so you get to kind of decide where they go. Then he has phasing teleport down into stealth. One of his attack abilities is Sanity as a fleeting thing. Give Mr. Nobody a power action and choose an opposing character with range and line of fire and choose 2 slots on its dial that have standard powers until your next turn or until the chosen character's dial is clicked. The chosen character can't use the powers displayed in these slots, but instead can use powers of the colors as if the colors of these slots are exchanged. So you flip 2 abilities. So that's kind of cool, especially if your opponent's playing with something really tough and you want to just flip them. Hey, now you've got something stupid, blade claws and fangs with a character that's on the other side of the field and can't get to you in one run or something like that. So pretty cool. He has Steel Energy, clicks down into that. Then for defense, he has Super Senses. He has Shape Change and Probability Control on his damage. So all around pretty decent for a 55-point common. All right, let's take a look at Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. So Booster Gold is our common this time. Booster Gold's a 70-point. A very neat sculpt. Booster Gold. All right. And Booster Gold has range of 6, single targeting, and flight. So he has Running Shot, Sidestep, Energy Explosion down into Super Strength. He has Energy Shield Deflection and Toughness. And then for his damage, he has Stand Back and Watch a Real Hero Beetle. Booster Gold can use Probability Control. He may use an additional time each turn if one of those uses targets himself or a friendly character named Blue Beetle. And then he also has Empower. So Blue Beetle, kind of along the same lines. He's our uncommon. Very cool Ted Cord Blue Beetle here. Nice sculpt. He's got his little gun as well. 60 points. Number 028 is his collector's number. He has Charge, Force Blast, also Incapacitate on his attack, Combat Reflexes and Toughness, and then on his damage he has I'll Let You Know When I See One booster. Blue Beetle can use Perplex. He may use it an additional time each turn if one of those uses targets himself or a friendly character named Booster Gold. So that's cool that they can use their different abilities. Probability Control and Perplex back and forth on each other. Basically, they can use it twice each turn. Very nice. And then he clicks down into Enhancement. So that's cool. Our final click from this set. Really a cool character. Almost looks like he's sideways on his dial. Is the Chief from Doom Patrol. So that finishes out our Doom Patrol set. Very, very cool figure like that. You see that sculpt very well. Sorry. I'll get it to focus on him a little better than focusing on my head. Pretty neat character. So he doesn't have range or anything, of course, and he is a super rare. He has Weird Resurrection with the basic roll 2 6-sided die. He has a movement ability called Assemble the Outcasts and Freaks. Give the Chief a free action and choose a friendly character within 6 squares and line of fire. That character can use Sidestep this turn. Then he goes down into Stealth. He has a defense ability called Secret Mastermind of Their Creation. The Chief can use Mastermind. When he does, adjacent friendly characters are considered to be a lower point value. Nice. And then for his damage value, he has Protect you from yourselves. Protect me from being able to not speak right. Protect you from yourselves. The Chief can use Outwit and Perplex. When he uses either, he may choose a friendly character within 6 squares that shares a keyword, and he may count range and draw lines of fire from the chosen character square. At the end of your turn, if the Chief did not use Outwit, choose a friendly character within 6 squares that shares a keyword, and that character's powers and abilities can't be countered until your next turn. Very nice. And then he goes down into Support. So, such a cool character. That is a very, very good brick. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. Over the last 5 days, seeing 2 boosters opened each day as we kind of spread out the whole set. Be sure to check out episodes 1 through 4 and see all the cool pieces. Let me know in the comments what you think. Was this a good set? Heroclix WizKids, WizKids Heroclix, World's Finest set from DC. Just some great characters in here. Really cool Superman, Batman. The Joker was an awesome piece. Elastigirl, I really like that giant character. Chief was tough. You know, the Booster Gold Blue Beetle team up is awesome. We didn't see, but World's Finest is a great, dual character base. Monsieur Mallah and the Brain have that clip-on and off ability, which is pretty cool. And Night Lantern, awesome character. So just a lot of stuff to play with and check out and try. I know coming up there are some big tournaments. I think there's regionals coming up maybe this next weekend. So if you happen to be going to one of those, you should pick up some of these. I think they're doing sealed, I know, here locally. But let me know what you think about Heroclix in general, gaming stuff. How do you like the way I did these unboxings? Was it too much to wait each day to see the next 2 boosters? Just let me know. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out our website, comicbook.com, and check out the other videos on our channel. We've got some great unboxings of Loot Crate, some of the other boxes, as well as Dice Masters from the War of Light, and we're working on some of the other ones as we speak, and just all kinds of other stuff going on. So, thanks for watching.